My mission is simple, to make you money. I'm here to level the playing field for all investors. There's always a bull market somewhere, and I promise to help you find it. Mad Money starts now. Hey, I'm Cramer. Welcome to Mad Money. Welcome to Cramerica. Other people want to make friends? I'm just trying to make you a little money. My job, not just to entertain, but to educate and teach you. So call me at 1-800-743-CNBC or tweet me at Jim Cramer. We need to talk about how professionals buy and sell stocks, because they don't do it like regular people. If I am the teacher I claim to be, I have to make you understand this stuff. Let me use the impact of these GLP-1 weight loss drugs as an example. Now, these medications made by Novo Nordisk and Eli Lilly have multiple uses, and they've become one of the most powerfully disruptive concepts I've ever seen in all my years in this business. I call them concepts because oftentimes they're not yet a reality. Oh, that doesn't seem to matter to Wall Street. Hey, look, we own Eli Lilly for the Charitable Trust, talk about it endlessly at the club, and we do so with a reason. Its drug might become the greatest selling pharmaceutical of all time.
Well, that was easy.
Well, you know, I'm trying to get excited. It just hit an all-time high today of $605, up $25 in this one session. So after a day where the Dow gained 66 points, S&P climbed 0.43%, NASDAQ jumped 0.71%. The impact of these drugs, that's what I want to focus on. The way concepts seem to get ahead of themselves in the stock market. Let me set the stage. Both Novo Nordisk and Eli Lilly have developed weekly injection drugs that help people with type 2 diabetes by lowering their blood glucose level. These drugs have been both been approved for that one use. Novo Nordisk drug, which is called Wegovy, has also been approved to help with weight loss because it suppresses appetite and curbs hunger. It is a runaway success. Lilly's drug has yet to be approved for weight loss, but it's already being used off-label because it has the same mechanism as Novo Nordisk. It's in very short supply because of demand. We've known that these GLP-1 drugs could impact many different industries, but nobody thought that would happen anytime soon until Walmart, one of the nation's largest grocers, last week mentioned them as a reason for a decline in some food sales, which I've now learned are junk food sales. That was all she wrote for the food and beverage companies that considered a junk maker, which is pretty much all of them, because there's been so much money made in snacking. Remember, snacking blew up during COVID, so they invested heavily because they thought it would be a lifestyle change. Now it looks like it's been a big mistake, even with the work-from-home cohort. Now let's understand that this panic is all from one comment from Walmart. No food company has actually seen a decline. Conagra makes a lot of snacks. They told us they haven't seen any slowing. Remember that last week? PepsiCo, with Jones Frito-Lay, told me the same thing. No, they didn't. They told me that things are accelerating. Quizzical. So the non-professionals might say, okay, Walmart's seen some weakness, but the food companies say, no. So let's go with the companies. They're reliable. They know more. Who would know better? That's not how the professionals think. They know the stock market is a prediction machine, which means the present is less important than the future. Okay? That's what you're supposed to know. See, they're not going to wait around for the future. They can't wait. It's too late when the future comes. So what do? They take action. They are crushing the stocks of Hershey's, Mondelez, think Oreos, Kellanova, big snack food company that was part of the old Kellogg, not to mention Hormel, Campbell Soup, PepsiCo, Conagra, and J.M. Smucker, which has the unfortunate, let's say, distinction of having just bought Hostess, the ultimate junk food. Of course, if you're a brave soul, you may say this is all overdone. Now's the time to start buying. They won't all be that hurt. I get that. However, I need you to think about this. If you know that candy's bad for you and you don't particularly crave it because of these new drugs, why would you eat candy? Even if you decide to eat it anyway, you're going to eat less candy. The volume is going to be lower, and that's what matters, volume. So then, why not wait to see? Well, the answer is you can't, because by the time there's definitive proof, the stocks will have already been obliterated. Money managers self-firstly ask questions later, and if they're wrong, what they always just buy the stock back. And right now, they know that Walmart's seeing weakness in snacks, so that's enough for them to get out of every one of the companies I just mentioned. Why is this still so salient after we learned about it last week? I'd say it's because we keep finding new uses for these drugs. Last time we learned that Novo Nordisk had to stop a study because it was so clear that this class of drugs helped stop kidney failure that it was unfair to people in the control group who were getting the placebo. Plenty of companies in the kidney space just died. Baxter, very good company. DaVita, stock collapsed. In fact, the declines were so pronounced that the sellers circled back to stocks that depend on the diabetes epidemic again. And these had already been sold aggressively for months. So Dexcom and Abbott Labs, they got blasted too. Once again, when you check with the affected companies, only their stocks have been impacted. Abbott, for example, is adamant that the GLP-1 drugs are positive for the blood sugar monitors. As they put it to me, and I'm quoting, weight loss drugs such as GLP-1s will not eliminate the need for other tools people use to manage diabetes, such as glucose monitoring systems. In fact, they go on to say, it's the opposite. The tools work better together. Abbott went on to tell me, quote, new data demonstrate that more people are relying on both weight loss drugs and continued glucose monitors to make short and long behavior changes, end quote. Not enough, get this. A recent analysis of the retail pharmacy data in the U.S. shows people have better adherence, wear their sensors more days when using Freestyle Libre systems in combination with GLP-1 therapies as compared to using Freestyle Libre alone. Now, Freestyle Libre is their red-hot glucose monitor system. Or maybe it's not so hot anymore? My head's spinning. I don't even know. Yet the market's saying, yeah, all of those things that Abbott, they could all be true. Absolutely. But if someone's obese and pre-diabetic, these drugs let them lose weight and avoid diabetes entirely. See, that's the catch. In that sense, sellers think that while Abbott and Dexcom haven't seen anything bad so far, their future growth will be impacted. And again, they can't wait around for the future. ResMed's a really good company that makes machines for sleep apnea. Right now, people are using Ozempic, and that is Novo Nordisk's drug for sleep apnea. It hasn't been approved yet, but it's thought to work against sleep apnea because, like many healthcare problems, it's partially caused by obesity. Lilly has a study for it that's expected to be completed in March. Now, given the surprise kidney data for the GLP-1s, money managers don't want to wait around for the official news that the drug also combats sleep apnea. So ResMed gets clubbed. We know that some of these growth, some of the growth from a really great company, Intuitive Surgical, ISRG, comes down to this bariatric surgery for weight loss. Doctors consider this invasive surgery. They ask you to get your heart checked out before they do it. That, in turn, has driven doctors to prescribe Wegovy instead. In a recent conference call, Intuitive Surgical admitted that it's already hurting their growth. It's just a tad slower, but anything that shaves numbers down on a high-priced earnings multiple stock is the kiss of death. No one seems to wait around to see if the medical device stocks would be impacted. What if there are fewer heart attacks? Time to sell Boston Scientific, Medtronic, and even J&J. Again, money managers don't want to wait around for the next press release about how these drugs are great for your heart. Doctors will tell you that if you're a heavy drinker, you should be taking this class of drugs because they stop the craving for liquor the same way they stop the craving for candy. Is there any other reason, any wonder that Brown-Forman, the maker of Jack Daniels, has seen its stock just get obliterated? Institutions don't want to wait for definitive proof. It's too late. They got to get out now. Which brings me to the point of the story. An institution's goal is to anticipate not the action itself, but that there'll be others reacting soon. And they have to get out ahead of those late reactors. Bottom line, I know it seems superficial, knee-jerk even, but money managers are knee-jerk and superficial people. And in the wild cases of Wegovy and Lilly's Mounjaro, the more superficial and the more knee-jerk they were, the more money they saved. Whew. Mike in Louisiana. Mike.
Hey, Jim, this is Mike from Shreveport, Louisiana.
I love Shreveport. I've been there a bunch of times. It is just so much fun. Great place.
Absolutely. Thanks for taking my call.
Sure.
So, Jim, I'm holding Cortera, and with the proceeds from the sale of my Pioneer, I'm thinking about buying into EOG. What's your take?
All right. This is a great question because I talked on the conference call about how we're going to be selling the Pioneer. It's a huge position for the Chapel Trust. And the one I was thinking about was EOG. We're actually thinking about that because it is so well run. Great call by you. Shreveport rocks. Crystal in Maryland. Crystal.
Hi, Jim. What a pleasure to be able to talk to you.
You're very kind, Crystal.
I'm just wondering about Johnson & Johnson. I'm 80 years old and have had it for a long time, had tremendous profit, and I'm wondering where the company is going and whether or not it's time
Sure.
for me to jump ship.
Well, it's a fabulous company with a 3% yield, AAA balance sheet, but it's in the crosshairs of the plaintiff's bar, and the plaintiff's bar wants to take it for everything it is worth. And now they bought a heart device company, and the people who make these weight loss drugs are threatening that whole monopoly of what they've got. Look, J&J is a good company. I don't want you to blow it out, but understand that the forces of anti-J&J are very powerful. A professional's institutional goal is to anticipate, not the action itself, but that there'll be other sellers that are about to start selling. You have to get out of those reactive sellers. You have to get out ahead. On Mad Money tonight, Piper Sandler is out with its annual teen survey. So which retailers are hip with the youth and which are the stocks worth buying? I'm thinking the report to find out. Then Intuit has been making the case for why it's a leader in AI, but should investors believe the hype? I'm talking to the CEO, and the latest Fed minutes came out today, showing the data that's really important to the Fed heads. But what does it imply about the higher for longer theory? I'm taking a closer look. So stay with Cramer.
Don't miss a second of Mad Money. Follow @Jim Cramer on Twitter. Have a question? Tweet Cramer. #MadTweets. Send Jim an email to madmoney@cnbc.com or give us a call at 1-800-743-CNBC. Miss something? Head to madmoney.cnbc.com.